How's it going tonight there, YouTube? Well, I got a minute to go at this Cockshot 40 today. A little bit breezy out here, so I think when I'm working on this, I might set you guys up on the tripod and do some kind of high-speed record with a voiceover. Then you guys don't get bothered by the wind noise too much, but I do have some diesel fuel and automatic transmission fluid mixed up. I'm going to put it down in the cylinders because the engine's seized. I don't believe the starter's stuck, and I don't believe the power steering pump, or the hydraulic pump is stuck. So before I get cranking on, I'm going to probably pull those off. I'm also going to pull the valve covers off and just give a little tap on the valves and make sure none of that stuff is stuck. Because what I would like to do, oh yeah, I smell the diesel fuel in here big time. Anyway, because what I like to do, get everything loosened up, and what I'm going to do, probably I'm going to take a pipe wrench, put it on the crank pulley, and I'm going to hang some weight off of it. And as the mixture of ATF and diesel fuel weeps down the cylinder bores, it'll loosen up and then that'll pull it over. So I don't think the starter Bendex or the hydraulic pump is what's keeping it locked up, and I don't believe the clutch is frozen because, well, the tractor rolled really well when I pulled it back here with the hard power. Oh, by the way, I figured out that's a 1956 tractor. If you look at the serial number tag on this thing, which I believe it's on the other side. Oh, no, it's right here. So I was looking on tractordata.com, and if your first number of your serial number is a 3, so this is, hopefully I can get it here on camera, 333486. So 3 is the designation for 1956, and 4 would be 57. So this is one of the later ones. They built these from 1949 to 1958. So I've been soaking this with some penetrating fluid. I'm gonna pull these plugs out of here. I'm gonna pull all this stuff off, the auxiliary hydraulic fluid tank and all that. I'm not sure if this is an original pump on this or not. Maybe someone that knows your Cockshot tractors better than me may know a little bit better, but I believe it's a factory pump because there's a little bit of red paint on it here still. Anyway, I'm gonna go at this here a little bit. And,
okay, so I'm gonna try this voiceover on the laptop here for a change. I don't think I've ever done it this way before. I did do a voiceover on my phone there a little while ago, but I had it with iMovie on my phone, so I'm gonna try it on the computer here. So I started by pulling the plug wires off, of course, and now I numbered all these wires so that they go back in the right spot. They may be wrong altogether, but hey, at least the same way it was when we started. You can always check it out later on. But yeah, anyway, I soaked all the plugs down earlier this week. Anything I would do was going to take off tonight. I wanted to get the bolts soaked in some penetrating fluid, of course. And that way you don't risk stripping the threads inside the head, because that's never a good way to start a project. So everything actually came apart not too bad, really. But you guys will see here in just a second that when I pull number 4 spark plug out, at the end of the plug was all full of rust. We'll get there in just a second. I am going to speed this up just a little bit. When I get done making my voiceover here, yeah, it was this is a 6-cylinder Buddha engine. It's a 6B230, so it's 230 cubic inches. Now this hydraulic pump that's on this tractor, I think the pump's original, but I don't think the reservoir is the factory reservoir. Maybe someone out there knows their Cockshot tractors better than I do. May know something a little bit more about that than me. But yeah, here's number 4 cylinder. Excuse me. Just give it a second here, we'll just see. If I show it, yes, there it is. Yeah, the end of the plug's all full of rust, so I think we're stuck on number 4 cylinder.
Wonder if that one's a stuck cylinder or not.
Maybe I should have pulled the hood off before I pulled the plug, but whatever, that's no big deal. I'll get to that in just a second. As you guys will see here in the movie. But anyway, what I'm going to do, my plan to attack here for this, I'm going to pull the hydraulic pump out, I'm going to pull the starter out, and then I'll pull the valve cover off next time I'm out there. I'm just going to take a rubber mallet and tap on the valves and the push rods to see if anything's stuck on it before I go reefing on this thing and try to blow it over. So basically what I'm going to do is where the starter goes in, you take a pry bar and put it on the ring gear and see what it'll do. Started to run out of daylight here tonight. Yeah, you can see there I tried to push on the crank pulley because of course when you pull the plugs out there's no compression. Now I grabbed a pair of PWZ pliers there. I was gonna try on the front of the crank pulley, but I couldn't really get a good bite on it, so I didn't figure that would work. But hey, whatever, it's entertainment, right? It's chilly out there tonight. It was like about 3 degrees all day long. So I mean, we had some nice weather, but the nicer weather is coming along.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some tractor shows to go to this year. It's looking like it's going to be a good year. I think my plan for the 40 is I'm going to use it for tractor pulling. I want to get it running, and it doesn't have to be pretty good on the track, but at least get it together, get some good tires on the back, find another wheel weight for the other side, and see what she does. These are a good pulling tractor. I've watched them pull for years, of course. Oh yeah, here we go with the diesel fuel and the automatic transmission fluid mix. I probably could have done this a little bit of a neater way, but oh well, at least the one side of the block won't rust anymore. So I just filled up a little jerry can there because I wanted to use the nozzle and try to get it down in the plug hole. There's a small plug in these tractors actually. It's kind of surprising. Still took obviously 13-16 stock on the hex head, but the actual part that was inside the head into the combustion chamber is actually quite a small plug. I didn't happen to get the part number off it, but obviously when we get things back together and before we try to start it, we're gonna have new plugs and wires, and I'm gonna rebuild the distributor and whatnot anyways. So if I can't get it to go with just filing the points, but I think once I pull the distributor cap off, I think you'll find it's full of water, and the condenser in the rotor is probably no good anyway. It's been sitting for at least 30 years, so the story I always got. So just simple jobs tonight. Get another video here for you guys probably later on this week or on the weekend or next week, because I want to let this sit down in there and soak in the rings a little bit, and then we'll see if we can't get it rolling over. Of course, I'll get it here on YouTube for you guys. Let me know in the comments box if you guys like these kind of videos. This is kind of like One Lonely Farmer video where I know he kind of does a voiceover when he's working on stuff in the shop. So let me know if you guys like this kind of video, and we'll continue doing it this way, because we'll change up a bit from when we did the W4 videos. I kind of dragged the W4 a little bit long, but you guys seem to enjoy it anyway. So just kind of looking at the mess I made there, watering the grass with diesel fuel. I figured I'd add a little bit of penetrating fluid down in there too, so anything's worth a shot, I guess. And it's been a real wet spring up here. We had snow last night. It's been wet and cold, so it hasn't been a very good spring at all. Just, of course, it's early just yet for putting anything in the ground. Of course, I'm not a farmer, but I got family that farms, and obviously I watched in the area and spot out different tractors and whatnot in the field. I seen a 4960 and a John Deere 7000 corn planter ready to go on the field on Friday, and then Monday I had snow on it, so that's a telltale sign right there. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that little voiceover.
We'll let that soak in there for a couple of weeks, probably about 2 weeks, which should be good. Apologies for one once again, guys. So basically what that does, the ATF and the diesel fuel mixed together, you put the plugs back inside, and that creates, there's a reaction that happens there. I forget what the word is for it now. But that will also weep in between the bores and the rings and the pistons, and that'll seep down in between there, and then it'll eat that rust up, and then it'll free your engine up. So that's the idea here with that. I've also heard of red iodine being used as well. I know Crazy Equipment did a video on that, and it worked for him. I'm pretty sure this is going to work for us though, so we're going to let this sit. I'm pretty sure it's number 4 cylinder that's locked up on it. I pulled the plug out. If you guys got on the video there earlier, it's all rust on the tip, so I'm pretty sure that's our stuck cylinder. So anyway, we're losing daylight up here, guys, and I hope you like that little video, and we'll come back to the 40 here in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what we get. So anyway, if you guys like the video, please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.